and welcome back to my nail corner. Today I have a couple of the new release Triple D colors and I wanted to play with them. There were so many beautiful combinations and this is the one that I picked. And you're going to get to see how it turns out. So we have Flippin' Flakes, Pretty, and Raisin to Live, which I thought was a super fun name. So Raisin to Live is a thermal color changer, which I love. I haven't worn one in quite some time. I feel like I lean into them in the cold fall and winter months because then when I go outside I get a whole new mani because they change color in that cold temperature. Most of the time my hands lean warm. I think most people's do. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I guess if you have poor circulation in your fingers or something, or I guess really long nails, you get like an ombre effect too. So I usually wear mostly the warm color, and then when I go outside they shift to cold, but not today because it's 83 degrees outside, even here in the Pacific Northwest. Go figure. Anyway, I was trying to figure out how I wanted to wear all three of these colors, and you'll see what I came up with in a minute. So a lot of thermal changers are a little bit denser, I guess, in texture, and so those are ones I definitely like to put in a cupcake liner and dip my nail flat into. When you have a little bit of a denser powder, you do want to make sure you either kind of fluff it up in the jar, and then if you have room you can kind of dip into it, but because it's more dense you're probably more likely to get like a ridge or like just lumps and bumps in your nail if you dip right into them. So I highly recommend, if you can, putting them in a cupcake liner, or if you have a larger jar than like a mini, and you can lay your finger like I am, like kind of curl it under and lay it flat into there, then you're just going to get like a smoother coverage. So I highly recommend that. You're getting a little sneak peek as my hands move around. My left hand is a mani I did for a collab that I may or may not have mentioned. Sorry, I can't remember. Coming up, well, it's actually already happening. Oh, I did mention it because I introduced that Marla's was up on the 1st. So coming up on Monday, this Monday, September 7th, Labor Day, is my turn, and you will see the mani on my left hand and how I created it. So make sure you stay tuned for that. It's kind of a bonus upload because I typically try to upload on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So this week it's going to be a Monday upload. So stay tuned for that and let me know what you guys think. And if you've been watching any of the other videos, I will be linking those in my description box on my video on Monday. So make sure you check out the other gals and let me know if you are inspired by anything that they did or wanted to see me recreate anything. I'm happy to try. So anyway, there is my first dip of Raisin to Live on my fingers, and I was actually kind of surprised that it didn't shift right away because I do tend to be warm, but I think that the layer of builder gel that's on my nails made the shift a little bit slower to turn warm, but it does when I get the second layer on, it starts to shift. So you'll see the warm color come out. I'm not forgetting my pinky. My pinky is going to be a solid glitter finger with Pretty, which, oh, I love that glitter, you guys. After I put it on one nail, I was like, why didn't I do my entire hand in that glitter? It's such a pretty, like, purple pink shifter. I love it. Hope you guys do too. And then I'm going to throw some flakes on over a couple of nails. So no technique you haven't really seen me do before, but just a tri-colored mani in a different fashion. So you can see on my index finger there the shift happening. It's a really pretty color. So I really enjoyed this. I loved having a thermal changer on again. So you guys are probably going to see more of those coming up. And I'm considering doing a chop of my fingernails. So either talk me down or talk me into it. Let me know your thoughts on doing some shorties for a little bit, like not nubs, but pretty short. I feel like I need a fresh start. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. And then maybe once I have shorties, I can do a couple of builder gel videos for you guys, build out some extensions or something. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys would like to see coming up here in the next few weeks. I'm usually filmed quite a bit ahead. So when I say, oh, I'll do that soon, it's a ways out still, but right now I'm not filmed very far ahead because of those 2 weeks of vacation. I'm kind of still catching up. So if you let me know your thoughts, there's a chance that you'll see it sooner rather than later. I do plan to do a sapphire themed mani this month in honor of my mom and her birthday being a September birthday. And so you'll see that coming up for all you September babes. You might enjoy that. So I'm going to let you guys finish watching a bit more of this application, and I'll pop in a little bit later with some more thoughts for you guys. So just one quick little thing I wanted to pop in here and add is that I am using one of the new Triple D Dips branded ombre brushes there. They are on the website. They're $3.50 each or 2 for $6, and they performed really well. So I just wanted to mention those, let you know that they were available on the website. I've used the fluffier brushes before. I don't know why. I mean, I guess Revel sells those as ombre brushes, the more fluffy ones. And once I went to a smaller brush like this one, like a more condensed brush, like if you were using a makeup brush, you want like what is it called? I guess it's just an eyeshadow brush. I don't think it's a crease brush. Maybe it is crease brush. Anyway, just a smaller brush like this I find is way easier to control when you're doing an ombre. So if you've struggled in the past with doing an ombre and we're using a fluffier brush, give a small, excuse me, I had like a frog in my throat, a smaller, more condensed brush like this a try. It worked great. So anyway, that's just one more thought for you guys. I'll be back. All right, I went ahead and you saw me activate, and then I filed and buffed off camera, or e-filed and shaped, whatever you would call it. And now I'm back and I am applying base gel. So I mentioned before, and I'm still kind of on the gel train. I don't know, I used to be a really big dip top coat girl, and I still love a dip top coat. I think in particular, if I'm soaking off, gel is just a much longer soak off, so you really have to e-file through that gel top coat before you do your soak off if you're going that route. But lately I've been doing like a full coat of peel base, so these are just popping off pretty easily, so there's no soak off involved. So I will say that if you're doing a soak off, dip top might be a little bit easier to penetrate with your acetone soak. But if you're not, or if you just like really want longevity of wear and you don't mind the soak off process or filing off the gel really well before you soak, then gel is pretty awesome. It's this in particular Triple D gel. It's a really nice consistency where it's not like runny, but it's not thick and goopy. Have you guys used a gel top that's like thick? This is not that. It's a really nice consistency, and yet when you have like just any like little bit of ridges or anything that you want filled, like gel just does a really great job of that. So it's a really smooth top coat and I really like it. So I cured my base for 30 seconds and then I cure my top for 60 seconds. Doing a base coat under your top really helps prevent any peeling or chipping from happening for your top coat. So consider that if you've struggled with that problem. So let me know what you thought of these colors. I'm still like looking at pretty on my pinky and just oohing and awing over it. I loved it. And then when these shifted dark, they were really cool. So I'm going to show you that at the end here with a glass of cold water, but I'm finishing up my mani with Cuticle candy as always to moisturize my cuticles and keep them healthy. So here's my cold water, and you're going to see the dark kind of purple toned gray that these shift when they're cold, and I love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you got your hands on some of these colors. Let me know what's on your hands, or if you made any purchases from the Triple D release. So hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye now.